Jill and the man turned to the car and said, "This is Sebastian." He extended his hand. I hesitantly extended mine and shook his hand. On the way back to the store, the hunters accompanied us. I kept seeing Elisabeth, Sarah, and Stephen's faces after seeing the hunters. They were emptying their molds out of fear. I told Jill, "Tell them not to show themselves. That is, before they see the hunters and that." "I understand. When you convince them." I nodded helplessly. Jill put her hand on my shoulder and said, "You'll succeed." Finally, we reached the store. I got out of the car. The hunters didn't come any further. Sebastian stayed with them. I entered the store. Elisabeth was sitting on the bed. Sarah and Stephen joined her when they saw me. Elisabeth said, "Did you succeed? Were you able to get the cars?" With Jill's help, we got them out of the police parking lot. They're outside the store now. Sarah and Stefan said, "Very good. Let's go see them." They headed for the door. I said, "Wait a minute. I have to tell you something." Elisabeth, "What? Where are the others? Why didn't they come?" "Something strange happened. We found Sebastiano. We happened to run into each other." "That's great. Let me finish." He brought a bunch of hunters with him outside. They all started laughing. I continued, "There are a bunch of hunters standing outside. Take a look through the store windows. You can see them." Sarah and Stefan walked towards the store windows in disbelief. A while passed. They looked at me in silence, and then came towards me. Elisabeth's smile dried up when she saw their pale complexion. Sarah pointed outside. I said, "You saw right? They are hunters who came here with Sebastian." Elisabeth said, "What are you talking about?" "Help him, so that he can see too." They helped him get off the bed. They moved towards the door. I also accompanied them. Elisabeth said, "There are many. Let's go to them." I asked, "Aren't you surprised? Aren't you scared? Don't you want to know the reason?" She turned to me and said, "Standing here won't solve anything. The answer is outside. I'm sure you're looking for an answer too and you still don't believe it." She looks like she's shouting. I opened the door. Elisabeth stepped outside. Jill, Joseph and the others came towards us when they saw Elisabeth. We met. The hunter came forward and the teenage girl got off it and joined us. Jill said, "I know it's hard to believe. This is Sebastian and this girl is Eli and this boy is called Phantom, which means ghost." Sebastian stepped forward and said, "Jill told me about you. Nice to meet you." Elisabeth said, "Me too. We'd better go inside. I can't stand on my feet much. We can get to know each other better there." At Sebastian's signal, the hunters moved away. We entered the store. Elisabeth said to Ellie, "You're a brave girl. It takes courage to ride those monsters." Ellie replied, "Thanks to Sebastian. Sebastian, because of the blood that is shared between me and them, I can control most of the creatures outside." Eli added, "We use this power to protect ourselves and anyone who needs our help or asks for our help." Elisabeth said, "Interesting. I hope you are determined to stay on this path." "Phantom," he answered. "Others wanted to save the world, but worse, they trapped everyone. I was created in the company. A creature with our supernatural powers. This power is both a curse and a blessing. One look, he knew it as humiliation and a pet. And the other look he knew it as a monster that does nothing but destroy. The first look destroyed the BTL company. And the second look, although it does not humiliate me, it distances me from others and makes me lonely." I said, "So you brought that disaster on that company. You took a hard revenge." Sarah asked, "Eli, how did you join Sebastian and Phantom?" I had gone to a slaughterhouse to find food when I came across Sebastian. After saving him, we stayed together. Aren't you afraid of hunters? They are scary and ferocious creatures. Since the city fell to this day, and I lost my entire family. To survive, I had to fight with hunters, militias, and looters. I had many scary and deadly moments. Sometimes fear and death make a person a creature that can bring both of them to their knees and answer them. John said, "We have all experienced this situation in some way in the past few months. We want to go to the city center. There is a government building there where the documents related to this mess are kept. We need these armored cars for the same purpose. We have been looking for Sebastian for a long time. We had despaired of finding him, but bringing these cars made us find each other." Jill and Ali's contract was completed. Sebastian asked, "Contract to find me?" Jill said, "I will tell you.